Hello everyone, welcome back to Dolly Corner, and today I'm going to do an update video on what I've been doing this week, and hopefully I won't get interrupted by anyone coming to the door or my mother ringing. That's what usually happens, or anything else. But there we go, that is the nature of this roller coaster nail biting ride. Let's see. Tea. Okay, so what have I been doing this week? Well, doll-wise, I've done a few things with varying levels of success, put it that way. I'll start with the less exciting one, I guess, and that is I started work on colour matching my Doll Chateau girl, inspired by Kim. Hi Kim, who colour matched her minifee, and she put some pictures up on Instagram, and then she showed her in her video yesterday. And when she put her Instagram pics up, I thought I must start working on my Zora head and Doll Chateau body. Now, I did try and take some pics of this to go on my Instagram, but generally I use my phone camera for my Instagram pics because it tends to take sharper pictures than my Surface Pro, which is what I use for recording my videos on, just my computer. But my phone is very old. In phone terms, it's ancient because it's about 5 years old. I need to upgrade it, but I don't like doing the whole, I get nervous when I have to change things. Pathetic, isn't it? So I must do it this year, because I did say that last year. I'm going to upgrade my phone. Last year I said. Didn't happen. Anyway, even my camera phone, which like I said generally does take not bad pictures, you couldn't see the difference. You couldn't see any difference between the faceplate and the head plate, which is what I've blushed. So I thought I'd show you on today's video instead. I'm not sure how clear it's going to be on this anyway. But if I do that, I'm not. I'll bring it back a bit, otherwise my light. I've got a little ring light there. We'll bleach it out. But there you can see. So I've done the back head plate, and it's not bad. It's not great. I think I've done one layer too many. I showed my husband last night, and he's got quite a good eye for colour, and he said, oh, it's a bit off. And I said, yeah, I think maybe I've done one too many layers. I tried mixing the colour, and that was difficult. And then I found, excuse me, I bought some schmink pastels secondhand from somebody on Facebook a few years ago, and one of the ones that came in the group that she sent me was this one, which is a very pale pink, and actually you can't really see here, it matches not badly to the colour that I wanted, so that's what I've used. I've just used that. God, these schmink pastels though, they're so crumbly that I've had to wear a mask when I'm doing this, because there's like pastel dust that I'm breathing in. And my normal pastels that I use are the Faber-Castell ones. They don't, I scrape a bit off with my blade and that's it. This schmink stuff goes everywhere. Anyway, so that's what I've been using. So I'm going to do the faceplate, but I'm not going to do as many layers, and hopefully it will be a reasonable enough match to then let me do a face and not really tell the difference. It's difficult though. I've had a problem with wind this week. The wind, not personal gas. Yes, it's been quite nice weather-wise in that it's not been raining too much, and it's been quite sunny at times, but it's been windy, and so I always spray outside. I always use a mask as well, proper respirator mask, but I always go outside, and I've found this week that when I'm spraying, the wind has been so strong, it's kind of taken the spray off to one side, and so where I think I'm spraying straight, it's not hitting what I'm trying to spray evenly. So again, you can't see it from here, but it's not got an even covering of colour on it, so I'm going to have to be really careful when I do the face, because I think it will show up quite a lot if I do it unevenly. It's very windy today as well. I don't know what's going on. It's got bright sunshine forecast for later, but it's really quite blowy out there at the minute. Anyway, so that's that. Yeah, I think I'm lucky really that I use MSC, because I had a couple of instances where I was spraying where I had to get the can quite close in order for it not to spray and completely miss what I was trying to spray, and then I ended up with my lovely Celine, which I'll show you later. I got the can a bit too close and her face was like wet, and I thought, naughty word, oh, I've ruined that. It was like the last layer I'd finished, I was just doing the last seal, and I thought, oh my god, I've ruined her. That's going to dry all, you know, it's going to go all patchy and things. But luckily it didn't, and I think that's because it was MSC I'm using and not anything else. I can't get any of the other sealants that people use near where I live, so I have to send off for things. So I figure if I'm going to send off for things, I might as well send off for the MSC, and at least I know it's 9 times out of 10 going to give me a good result, especially as I'm an amateur. Anyway, so that's that. So next week I'm going to do her face plate, and then hopefully she'll be ready for me to do something a bit more exciting on her. Okay, the second thing I've been working on, oh dear, let's just take a moment to think and give sympathy to the jelly girl. Yeah, okay, don't laugh. I had such plans for the jelly girl and they're not working out. Okay, this is how she currently looks. Now I've put her in this dress that I've bought for her to show you, because see, this is the vision I have for her. I have this lovely white, floaty, frilly, rosebuds, romantic dress. Now I bought this dress for her because I wanted something that would cover as much of her horrendous pink body as possible, because I really haven't got the patience to blush her entire body like I know some of the professional doll repainters do. I thought, oh, I'm not doing that. Let's just buy something that covers her up. So I found this wonderful dress from an Etsy shop called, and I've written it down, I just have to move my mini feet body, Amy Doll Clothes. And Amy Doll Clothes is in Thailand, and it's run by a lady called Amy Shop. I'm thinking that's not her real name. Anyway, she does clothes for mini-fees and 17-inch monster highs. And I just, before I recorded this, went back on to have a look and refresh my memory as to what her name was. And she's got some new things in, some more long, floaty, lovely dresses in at the minute, and they're reasonably priced and free shipping. Anyway, that's just today's Etsy plug. So I got this dress for her, and I had this vision of making her, you know, a lovely romantic princess. You've all seen the blonde wig that I have for her. And then I started painting her face, and it all went a bit wrong. If I bring her in a bit closer, I don't know what you guys think, but I was, you know, I've said before, I don't do eyelashes very well. So I decided to go with, now do you guys follow Anastasia Custom? She is a French lady, and she repaints Monster High mainly, and she's very successful. She's got lots of followers and she sells her dolls for quite a lot, and I like her style. And she does this thing with eyelashes where she paints them with just sort of 3 or 4 thick eyelashes that go like that, and her dolls still manage to look sweet and cute. If that's what if she's going for a sweet and cute look, she'll do these thick eyelashes on the top lid and they still look really cute. So I thought, I'm looking for a bit of a sweet, cute look. I'll try that. So that's what I was trying to do. And then I decided to do the same on the bottom. Now, what you can't see, which is, well, you can a bit if you look closely, I actually drew 3 or 4 underneath the lash as well. And when I'd done it and coloured them in, I just thought, okay, now she looks like a drag queen. Now, that's fine if that's the look you're going for, but obviously it's not the look I was going for. So I very carefully rubbed the lower lashes out and just left her with 1 lower lash each side. But still, it's not, I don't know if maybe it's the eyeliner underneath. Maybe I've gone too heavy on that. I haven't repainted the eye bits because I told you before the eye bits had gone wrong. They still need to be sorted. I don't know, guys. I've found before when I repaint the smaller Monster High and Ever After Highs that you always get to a stage where you think, oh my gosh, this looks hideous. It looks hideous, it looks horrendous. But then you keep going and all of a sudden it looks much, much better. And I'm not saying my dolls look great. But I've done some eyes, not eyelashes, but eyes themselves and things I've done that I've been really pleased with before. So I'm not sure. I think I might keep going and just see what happens. But I think I may end up scrubbing her clean and starting all over again. I don't know. And I'm thinking maybe I just ought to go, I don't know if you guys follow Mia's Daydream, and she started a YouTube channel recently as well. She's known for doing big Monster High, and what she does is she cuts the eyes out and then puts like BJD eyes in them. Genius, you know, no drawing of eyes. And then she also then puts the real eyelashes on. But these heads, they are solid. You cannot, which is why I've not taken her head off to repaint, because I've realised, you know, people have done it before and it's, my hands couldn't do it, but it wouldn't happen for me. So I'm not sure if I'd be able to get actually a blade through to cut her eyes out, and I'm quite fond of my fingers. So I don't know. It's a few things. I'm thinking maybe stick actual eyelashes on, or I have seen things where people just cut along the lash line, not all the way through, but just like cut a slit and then put the eyelashes in. But again, you know, fingers, I do kind of need them. So I don't know. Anyway, there she is. Poor thing. I'm sorry, Jelly Girl. I haven't given up on you yet. Just, you know, hang in there. Anyway, so that was the Jelly Girl. Not good. Never mind. We live and learn, as they say. And finally, a sip of tea. I thought I'd finish on a high. You were supposed to finish on a high. So here we have my beautiful, beautiful Celine, who I did paint and who I did do a good job on. And yes, now you can see why I like painting BJDs rather than repainting entire faces. Okay, here she is, all finished, and I'm really, really pleased with how she turned out. She is just what I was hoping she would look like, really. Sort of of yeah, just lovely. She's got such a lovely face. The Celine sculpt is just gorgeous. In fact, I think I like it more than the Chloe, but what's put me off before was the teeth business. But if I hold her, you can see I managed to paint her teeth. Yay me. High five. So that's her. She is, I've changed her wig. Now, when I showed her on my channel before, she was wearing the white wig. But previously on my Instagram, I photographed her with her horse that will become her unicorn before I did her face up, wearing this wig. And I put the white wig on yesterday when I'd finished painting her face, and it didn't look quite right. Her cheeks were too red for it, I think. That was the problem. So I thought, right, okay, well, let's go with it then, because I was intending to keep her in the white wig, but I thought, no, let's just be flexible. So I put the brown wig back on her, and yeah, she's got new golden brown eyes. She came with brown eyes from Weeneff's, but these aren't those. These are Sprouty Doll eyes that I'd bought months ago for her. And with the brown wig, I think it really it looks fab. The headdress is something a new arrival this week, and I haven't written down the shop I got it from. I'll put it down in the comments. It's a Russian shop, and she does these lovely, they're headbands. This one's got like cat ears, and then she decorates them with fake flowers and beads and things, different colours. She does rabbit ears and antlers, and yeah, really pretty. I just fancied getting one. And I think it looks really nice with her brown hair and the white dress. So she's sporting that one at the minute. And now that her face is done, I can reveal her name. Oh, drum roll. Now, I asked for suggestions in my first video about names for her, and Libby suggested Celeste, which I really like, but my other minifee girl that I'm yet to paint, I've got a name in mind for her that's quite similar to that, so I thought we won't go there. But my other suggestion from Brittany, thank you Brittany, she suggested the name Brea. Now I don't know if it's Brea or Brea, B-R-E-Y-A, because apparently it means, and I've written it down, it means pure and spirited, because I'd said that she was going to be the girl that could communicate with the unicorns, and I really liked that and that idea. But the name itself, firstly, I wasn't sure if it's Brea or Brea, and if it's Brea, I thought it sounds a bit too much like braying donkey. So I decided to take that, and I've just twisted it a bit. So it's thank you Brittany, because I wouldn't have come up with this otherwise. But her name is Brianna. Okay, so there we are. This is Brianna. Right, I think that's it for today's video. Yes, I'm keeping it shorter than last time. Thank you to everyone who's liked my pictures on Instagram and my videos, and I'm enjoying watching everybody's videos still, and getting some good ideas from some of you for projects that I might be wanting to do. And I might be coming back later in the week to make a video, because I've got a few things come in for my Blythe dollhouse, which I thought I would show you, just show you what I've bought for it, and yeah, update you on that one. Anyway, thanks for joining me. From me and Brianna, bye bye.